Welcome back. Aloha. Yes, the World Surf League, Vans World Cup of Surfing here. Second jewel in Vans Triple Crown of Surfing. Vans is off the wall, and Vans has been promoting this event, the Triple Crown, for decades. We've got a good heat on hand with Maxime Husseneau, Noimar McGonigal, Mark Lackamar, and Beric de Vries. Talk about an international lineup.
As deep as I could and out as far out as I could, and just catch the wave there.
Dave Stanfield, do you have a question?
Yeah, question about born in Uruguay but living in Brazil but representing Uruguay. We want to make sure he's living in Brazil, correct?
You were born in Uruguay but now residing in Brazil, is that correct?
Yep, I was born in Montevideo, the capital, raised in La Paloma. Started surfing Uruguay. I have family there, friends. You know, a lot of my beginnings were there, and moved to Brazil when I was 11.
So back to the property prices, yeah, there were some amazing opportunities in the 1900s for the wealthy Waikiki to come over. Let's take a look at some replay action so far, the first wave.
Okay, this is our man from France, Mark Lackamar, and he is notorious. He is known for that backhand strong snap. So just the one maneuver, but it was a hefty one. So he will be on the board and live action right here.
So we take a look at Noimar McGonigal. Noe is in Noah, and Mar is in Ocean. McGonigal, he is just bound and determined. What a success story he is, number 38 in the rankings. Well, his father born in Great Britain, raised in San Clemente, British ancestry, and his mother Jamie, sister Leilani, very talented surfers, but living in Pavones, Costa Rica, where there's a lot of nice days and offshore winds.
Good waves there, isn't there?
Yeah. So he's just 19 years of age, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, as we see looking at his resume. He has done a lot of junior events. So back to the property prices, yeah, there were some amazing opportunities in the 1900s for the wealthy Waikiki to come over. Let's take a look at some replay action so far, the first wave.
Okay, this is our man from France, Mark Lackamar, and he is notorious. He is known for that backhand strong snap. So just the one maneuver, but it was a hefty one. So he will be on the board and live action right here.
So we take a look at Noimar McGonigal. Noe is in Noah, and Mar is in Ocean. McGonigal, he is just bound and determined. What a success story he is, number 38 in the rankings. Well, his father born in Great Britain, raised in San Clemente, British ancestry, and his mother Jamie, sister Leilani, very talented surfers, but living in Pavones, Costa Rica, where there's a lot of nice days and offshore winds.
Good waves there, isn't there?
Yeah. So he's just 19 years of age, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, as we see looking at his resume. He has done a lot of junior events, and in fact, this year he was 7th at the Sunset Beach Pro Junior. So he's got a lot of experience in the lineup.
He's just 19, dude.
Yeah.
Young fella, and look at that wild takeoff. That was crazy from Maxime Husseneau, getting airborne in a prone position. So much credit for him just to get to his feet. That was amazing. And then was able to go into a nice cutback for him. But this is going to be a big score here for Noe. Nice little snap in a pocket, and even better turn right here. You can see that wave got really nice and clean, kind of elongated carve there as it gets back into the pocket, and then finishes the wave off. So a pretty strong start.
The adrenaline is flowing for these guys. Not only the paddle out, the avoiding getting clipped on the head. We take a look at this. Husseneau, just right on the corner. I looked out to the ocean. I go, where is he? And he's way into the barrel. Goes Beric de Vries like he did.
Oh my!
He is just a barrel hunting maniac from South Africa. He has had some phenomenal waves out here last year. Brilliant surfer. Beric, the 22-year-old, again, going for the 10-point ride.
Are you kidding me? He was inches away from getting, you know, potentially a 10-point ride. That was one of the better shacks we've seen in this contest. But again, Sunset Beach not letting him out of jail. He is really jiving with this wave. Big late drop for Maxime. Little swooping hook into the pocket. You can see him eyeballing that barrel right there. He just tried to wipe off some speed and then hits it vertical. So I know it's a short wave, but that was great surfing from Maxime. And here's this tube ride from Beric de Vries. Look at that, tucked straight in, and he was just about to come out of that thing, and you saw how that wave kind of turned into almond shape. It didn't stay nice and open and circular like you need to kind of get out of that barrel. So because that wave clamped down, Beric not going to get a big score.
Clamp, that's a perfect word. Big, thick clamp, and hard to maintain your footing and push through that wall of whitewater. Huseno's first wave of 2.33 and McGonigle's first wave. Some nice turns. Best wave of the heat so far is 6.77. Lacamara 5.33. We got a good heat, and what could have been possibly an 8, 9, or 10 comes up to a 2.87 for DeVries, who is charging. Know your colors, know your people. They're big disc up here on the tower, but they're looking back, and they've got to see exactly what's going on here. Overhead, Coast Guard helicopter, big surf, lots of action, red flag warnings. They're searching. Well, they can find Beric DeVries with 16 minutes on the clock. And he's going to be a little conservative here and just get a good wave and a decent score. Doesn't want to wait too long. 15:55 remaining. Lacamar jumps in on this one. Lacamar, and hope that it would hold up. It really comes down to one quick curtain.
Yeah, he got trapped right in that barrel. You know, he was trying to go for a nice little power snap under the hood, and that wave barreled right over top of him. So Mark, yeah, he's going to be he's okay though. He's got a nice cushion with that 5.3. It's a good start.
Head of the Hawaiian Water Patrol, Terry Ahui, saying, watch out, things are going to change. It's going to get pretty heavy.
It'll get better too though. You know, the waves will like that lower tide.
Big wave, Noemar McGonigle. This is his second wave. He opened with a 6.67. And on that wave, he has the lead. So this is really going to extend his lead. And choice of waves has been so critical. And he is not making a mistake. First and foremost, get out the back without getting killed on the shore break. And then don't fall on one of these waves. You're really going to spend a lot of time swimming. You could break your equipment.
Well, Noemar, he's already got the biggest score in his heat, and he just found himself a nice little backup score. So things are looking good for him, and there's a lot of time left on the clock.
Well, looking at the past champions here, let's see if we're going to get a Costa Rican champion. Could it be? Could it be this guy?
Nice late takeoff for him and getting to his feet, and now he swoops into that nice carve. You can even see that bottom kind of dropped out under him after that hook, and then finishes the wave off. So I don't think this is going to be a big score, but this is a really nice backup score for him. So it's going to set him at ease. Now he has the opportunity to go on the outside and be a little more selective because he's got this little score right here. Again, it's not going to be massive, but it's going to give him some comfort knowing, hey, I already got two decent waves. Now I can go out there and really look for that perfect wave.
A 5.60 he gives, so definitely he extends his lead, so everybody else needs at least a 6 if they want to overtake him.
But that, once these swells kind of hook up with the westerly bowl, that's when it really starts to take shape.
We take a look at our surfer that is using his third priority because there's nobody at fourth priority into the inside bowl section. Getting a couple of turns in. Lacamar trying to get rid of a 0.87 and help his transfer position right here. That's okay. He's got a lot of paddling to do. Picking up an inside wave in blue. Beric DeVries at 2.87, 2.60. He's needing something better than that. Currently in the 4 spot. Needed a very modest 3.34. But again, you got to take a look at who's in second, who you're trying to overtake, and Lacamar's got that 5.33, but he's got a 0.87 in his scoreline, so you really need a solid score.
Well, he's looking good, being that he has at least one good score, so he's got half of his job finished, whereas Beric and Maxime, they're not really excited about the 3.4 for Maxime as well as the 2.87 for Beric, so they have that feeling in the last 10 minutes, Dave, that I still need to catch 2 waves. So it is a daunting task here at Sunset to get 2 decent scores in 30 minutes. As we see a quick cutback for Mark Lacamere, and then watch this vicious hook right on the inside bowl. Really nice snap. I mean, I was just begging for a big score, but again, Sunset Beach wins. It's so hard to ride out of those maneuvers. And here's just a nice kind of slopey wave for Beric. He wants this thing to stand up on the inside. If he's going to get a big maneuver off, you need that wave to really steepen up. You can see he is not happy because it hit the channel.
And he's back after a 5-year hiatus.
Tell me, who is it?
Joel Parkinson.
Ah, Joel. He is so good out here. I can't wait to watch his heat.
And then we do have, obviously, Michael Ho has been a dominant force out here. Mason's dad. Look at this, Mark Lacamar trying to get rid of a 2.80 in the second spot. He's in the hot seat, so he really wants to build up a couple of points. He's got a Huseno breathing down his neck.
Yeah.
And Beric DeVries is not having the heat he wanted, nor all the Safas watching.
No.
So comfortable in the lineup, but the waves just haven't been avoiding him.
Yeah, he was inches away from sneaking out of that barrel, if you remember, and that would have been a huge score. So he's put himself in the right spots. You just got to hang on for dear life out here at Sunset. And, you know, he's been shut down a little bit. But Mark just chipping away. Really nice snap there. That's more than chipping away. That was a really strong, aggressive maneuver right in the hook. And I like that Mark is kind of sticking close to the inside bowl. He's giving himself opportunities. You know, if you go too far on the outside, when you need a score, you can get lost. And that is, you know, just a lot of pressure on your shoulders when you're fighting the clock ticking away. So this is a very smart maneuver, smart choice here for Mark to stick to that inside bowl and give that 5.3 some company, and he's done that.
Well, then you'd think that Maxime Hussenot's waiting for the bomb out the back. The question is, a lot of people at home watching, they go, hey, these guys are doing these late takeoffs, whitewater takeoffs. Why aren't they just way out the back catching the bombs? It's kind of a crapshoot, isn't it? It's not just the wave moving fast, the wave lurching up and the wind coming up the face. Look at this. He gets one from way out the back and using his first priority, Hussenot. Maxime looking for opportunity and looking for a score of an 8.13. You go, why is that? Lacamar just posted a 6.20, so he's extending his lead, and this is going to be tough on Bayrick Debris and Maxime Hussenot. Not much time remaining. This is it. Surfer in blue. Can he get a reform to the inside? 5-4. We're going to end this heat, and he needs an 8.66. Oh, and did you read the lips? And this is big disappointment for Bayrick. Loves this wave. There he does a little stand-up paddling without the paddle. He'll see more and more days. And the guy's an amazing air show surfer, but he goes down along with Maxime Hussenot, former junior champion.